You guys, please bear with me during this video. My voice memos that I'm using to record on this phone wasn't recording for some reason. So the audio gonna be a little touchy, but I'm gonna still post it anyways because what I said needed to be heard. I'm gonna leave the little subtitles right there in case y'all wanna just turn the audio off and read it. But yeah. Hey guys. Hi. Hey. There's not even anything in here. I just wanted to be the aesthetic. I ran out of tea, and I need to get some more tea. For my tea quotes, it's gonna be yogi teas, of course. But yeah, I ran out of it, so I tried to pretend, but it wasn't giving. I just got done with my clients. I'm a little congested right now, but yeah, the client was good. It was chill. I had a good conversation with her. Well, I know I wanted to talk about an encounter that I had with a girl on the plane. We were getting ready to go to Vegas for my grandpa's birthday, and so we took a flight out there. I live in Arizona, and we could have drove, but I needed tires. Okay, new tires cost money. That flight was cheaper. So I took a flight out there, and as we're getting on the plane, our seat was, I went with my boyfriend. Our seats were, I think, 23E and like 23D, whichever seat is the middle and the aisle. Those were ours. And so we get over there and scratch that. It was 24, 24D, 24E. And so we get over to where we're supposed to be sitting at, and we look, and it seems like somebody's in our seat. So I'm like, oh, I'm not the type to get upset. It's whatever, you know. So I was just like, oh, I think these are our seats. And they were like, oh, she's like, oh, you know what, you're right. We sat in the wrong ones. I'm sorry. It was a lady and her son. So she's picking up her stuff, trying to get their stuff together so to go to the other seats. And we're just waiting. But I looked over, and the seats in front of us, they were empty. So I'm like, this must be their seats. So I asked her, I was like, are these your guys' seats? And she was like, yeah. I was like, girl, you're fine. We'll just sit right here. So we ended up sitting down, and I'm chilling, and I'm editing a video, the one I just posted last. Go check her out. But yeah, I'm editing that video, and as I'm editing it, this girl, well, I give it to Banks to look at, to see like what I can fix on it, whatever. And as I hand it to him, the girl next to me, who's in the window, she's like, hey, are you a YouTuber? And I'm feeling like, I mean, I kind of just started, but yeah, you know, so that's what I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh wow, like I really been wanting to get into it, you know, I've just been second guessing it. And I'm like, how come you don't? She's like, I'm just scared. And I was like, ooh, perfect, let's get into it, girl. And I'm like, what is it that you're scared of? And you know, she was just like, you know, I get anxiety and I just be overthinking it. Like I'll start thinking about doing it, and then I just get scared of people seeing me, all these things, and then it just stops me from doing it. And I'm like, that's real. And I was like, I feel like we all go through that. The reality is, I don't think there's ever gonna be a point in life where we're not fearful about something or like scared. Like we're always gonna have that thought in the back of our mind. It's just a matter of what you do with that thought. And so one thing that's honestly been helping me, and like I was so happy that I was able to give that to her, because she asked me, well, I told her, I was like, well, honestly, what's been helping me, because we all deal with it, I still do, but what helps me is to just do that thing rather than giving fear and doubt a chance to get into my mind. Because as soon as we let our guard down and stop motion, I don't know if it's Newton's third law or what, but it's an object in motion stays in motion. If you give yourself time to sit and think and internalize all those doubts and fears that are inevitably going to be there, you're going to stop. But if you continue to keep moving, it's better just to keep moving and allow those thoughts to come in the process of you doing it, or even after you've done it. You know, like me doing these videos, it's very, honestly, I can think, oh, hope. You know, there have been a lot of things that you started and you didn't finish, or even this channel, for example. I look back when I started posting these videos, because I've tried to start YouTube before with different genres, whether it was hair or, no, it's always been hair, or like just reviews on hair or whatever. But I looked at those videos and I looked at like all the times that I started and I wasn't consistent on it. And I was like, what makes you think that you're gonna be consistent with this if you've shown yourself that you haven't even been consistent before? That's a doubt. You know, like we always have a chance to rewrite our stories. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it anyway. So when I get ready to do these videos, I don't think about the fact that, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it this week because I don't know, I'm just overthinking basically the past because my grandpa, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. I'm gonna take it one step at a time. My client also told me this week, one thought at a time, one action at a time. So I'm gonna take it slow with y'all. I just don't wanna forget. But anyways, yeah, like I could easily think, okay, you're gonna do this video again. This probably will be the last one that you do because after about, you know, the second week, the third week, you fall off of it. That's just your MO, you know, that's just what you do. I'm gonna allow myself to, I'm gonna prep the lights. I'm gonna, you know, do my makeup. I'm going to sit in front of the camera as I'm thinking all of these thoughts and then do it. Anyways, and like it's so much, it's really simple. Really, life is extremely simple. I think we just overcomplicate it when we take the time to sit and let all of those doubts and those thoughts creep in. But all I have to do is sit here, record this video, post it, and do it again the next week. And not let anything get in my way. Once you made up your mind, there is just absolutely nothing in this world that can take you back, that can take you down, that can stop you from where you're going. When you make up your mind and you start moving and you run towards it and you don't stop. Write the vision down, make it plain so that who sees it may run towards it. That's Habakkuk 2 and 2. I told myself that this is what I was gonna do. So I'm not gonna, just don't overthink it. It's light work. It's not so serious. I'm taking life so serious all the time. It's not that serious. Just do it. But yeah, that was one thing I shared with her. But it was a beautiful experience because, you know, of course everything I said to her wasn't word for word, but you know, it was the gist of it. But she was really appreciative of what I was telling her. She's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, girl, I really hope that you do. Like, you really can, you know? Especially, I just think it's so dope that what I'm talking about here was literally what she needed to hear. And it gave me confirmation to continue to keep going. And it's like, you never know whose destiny is attached to you fulfilling your path. Sometimes it's bigger than, no, most of the time, it's bigger than you. You know, you're not the only person on the planet. Like, God's plan works together. We are all here. We're all connected. You doing something is going to impact me. Me doing something most likely will impact you. And that's why you just have to keep going no matter what anybody may say or what people may do. It's about the one. It's about, like, if I don't get no more views, if I don't get no more likes, no more subscribes from this channel, whatever, it doesn't even matter. Not my air fryer going off, girl. I got some potatoes, girl, when I'm hungry. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, it doesn't matter if I get the views or the likes. Like, it's really about the one. If I was meant to start my YouTube so that I can impact her in that way, I did my job. And it gets even better, y'all. So she tells me that, and so I'm like, yeah, girl, like, I really hope that you do it. And so, you know, a little awkward silence for a second. And then we both asked each other what our names were at the same time. And then I told her, I said, my name is Hope. And she was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? And like, usually people do that. Like, if I say something like encouraging to them, they're like, oh my gosh, like, this is Hope, whatever. And I thought it was one of those moments. But, and I think it was, but she started like kind of tearing up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And she tells me that Hope was her mother's name. And she passed away 7 years ago. And that today was her birthday. And her name was Alex's name. Wow. If God is not real, like, I just love how he works. I love how he works. I completely admire it, and I love being able to be a vessel. And the crazy part is, we were supposed to be in the other aisle. We weren't even supposed to be there. So it's like, when God is telling you to do something, when God is telling you to act on something, please, please, please do not let your fear and your doubts get in the way. They're going to be there. 100%. Don't think that it's going to be easy. But don't sleep on yourself. Please, don't sleep on yourself. And doubting yourself and fearing the power within yourself is just doubting and fearing the power of God. And Shoot, he done showed up. You don't ever fail. So if I have the same power within me that God has to make things happen, and God don't ever fail, and if I believe in myself the way I believe in God, ooh, it's giving. How can I lose? How can you do it? Had that amazing, amazing talk with her. And it really, yeah, like I said, it gave me confirmation to also keep going and follow this plan, no matter what it looks like. Good, keep going. Bad, keep going. Neutral, keep going. After that, we ended up getting to Vegas, and my grandpa, he's not a man of many words. And honestly, unfortunately, there was some stuff going on within the family to where it caused my family to not really do family things for, I want to say, almost 3 years. And I honestly regret going that long in that happening, just because you genuinely don't get time back. Like, money comes and goes, whatever, we value that so much, but time, you just will never get that back. We were having dinner, we were all at the table, and it was like awkward silence, everybody just eating, okay, cool. And so I like to ask people, like, if I get a chance to, like, see people on their birthdays, I like to ask them, what are your goals for the age that you're turning? What did the age that you're just leaving from teach you? And so I asked my grandpa what his goals for year 70 were. He told us his goal is to have a Rolls Royce this year, amongst other things. And then I asked him what year 69 taught him. He said that year 69 taught him that he's never too old to do the things that he wants to do, and to not let other people's perception and how they view you and just like a number keep you from doing something. And I like that. I like that a lot because he really made me realize, like, he's getting ready to start a whole new venture within his life, a whole new focus at 70 years old. And he was like, but I have the same drive, the same passion, the same energy that I did when I was 30. And I'm like, I like that. And it was amazing because I got to see where I came from. It's a lot easier to know where you're going when you know where you came from. So I'm like, if this is the same blood that produced me, listen, watch out. Don't play with me. And it's nice to know that, like, oh, I don't have to be all old and crusty. If I want to be a bad beat, at 85 years old, I can. My grandpa and my grandmother fly. I want to tie it into what I was saying about doubt and fear and continuing to do the things that you want to do, without letting fear hold on to you and have such a tight, like, grip. He said, he was dropping gems the whole night. One of the things that he said that really stuck with me was, there are things that are true, and then there is truth. Okay? And it made 100% sense to me. So, for example, it is true that I just started a YouTube channel, and I got, I want to say, 20 views on my last video. It is true that I wonder if I'm going to be able to sustain it and be consistent with it. It's true that I do have thoughts of fear, and I do get anxiety sometimes. All of these things are true. These are things that, are experienced. But oftentimes the things that are true can kind of turn into the past because it's something that has happened, so it is a fact. But the other side of it, the truth is that I'm a child of the Most High God, and anything my hand touches is blessed. I have the power and the capability of doing anything that I set my mind to. Because I am intentional, everything that I ask for is coming to me. It is the truth that I am loved. It is the truth that I am beautiful. It is the truth that I have the power to create the life of my dreams. It is the truth that if I believe in myself and bet on myself, there is not nothing I cannot do. That is the truth. Which one we running with? Which one we believe in? I'd rather believe in the things that are is the truth, because there's always two sides to a story. But somebody that is a witness to it can see exactly what happened without the other person's perception. Those situations are probably true to that person, but the truth doesn't change. The truth just is. You can't deny facts. I'm just really grateful, so grateful for the encounters that I've had recently. God has been speaking, okay? Um, there will just never be enough gratitude to express that. But I really hope that this helped somebody. If not, it helped me. I felt it in my chest, in my spirit, in my soul. I needed to hear those words. Again, and even the ones that were new, I needed to hear that for myself. But I really hope that y'all have an amazing day. Anything that you were thinking about doing, that you want to do, that you do it in Jesus' name. Just do it. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know that you are powerful. Know that you are loved. Know that there is nothing that you touch that will not prosper. And you better step on after it and go get it. And not let nobody stop you. When object emotion stays emotion, so don't you stop. Thank you for giving me your time. And y'all, like this up, share this with somebody who you know needs to hear it. Listen for yourself a later to watch it when you feel like a little extra motivation. And subscribe so that a possibility that if you are motivated, that I already have stress and stay motivated. I may not be motivated all the time, but I'm gonna stay consistent, okay? But the subscription will motivate me even more. So yeah, go ahead and do that.